The new year is upon us. In just days, it will be 2025. And all the psychics and astrologers and tarot readers and remote viewers have given us a plethora of videos with predictions about what 2025 will be like. All kinds of exciting things are happening. The helicopters know exactly when it's time to fly over my house because I start talking to a camera, and here they come. You may not believe in psychics and astrologers, and I understand why you might feel that way. I do think that people have gifts. Some people have gifts that we don't all understand. And just because we don't understand it doesn't mean it's not true. I do also believe that there are scammers out there. There are people that will prey on others' fears, curiosities, and scam people with their fake psychic businesses. We all know about the Psychic Friends Network. That was a huge scam. But it doesn't mean that all psychics and astrologers are scammers. So I like to give them the benefit of the doubt. And if nothing else, it's always entertaining to hear the predictions. So I have made a bingo card. You know how people always say, that wasn't on my bingo card for 2024. Well, I actually have a bingo card for 2025 based on many predictions and a couple that I came up with based on everything I heard. Conglomeration, is that a word? Of all the predictions I heard online. So let's go through the bingo card in the very first square. First of all, the center is always free. That's a free space. That's how bingo works. Okay, in the upper left corner, the first square. Prediction number 1, a tsunami hits California. Now, this almost happened this year. So I don't think that it's such an outlandish thought to believe that it could potentially happen in 2025. I mean, a lot of these things, I hope they don't happen because they could, be really horrible for a lot of people, including myself, because I live in California. But prediction 1, upper left corner, tsunami hits California in 2025. In the second square, we have people turn to nature and spirituality. There is a prediction that people, having grown tired of the high tech, everything is digitalized and high tech, people are wanting to connect more to nature and get back to spirituality, whether or not that means religion. For me, spirituality and religion are not the same, but people, according to the psychics, are going to be seeking solace in a return to nature, simplicity, and spirituality, stepping away from their screens a little bit and getting in touch with nature and something deeper than, the latest Netflix show. Now, next, we have a very, very interesting prediction. This is a combination of 2 predictions from 2 different psychics or astrologers that I combined in my psychic brain. A UAP crashes in Nebraska. What more is there to say about that? In health and medicine news, we have a groundbreaking cancer treatment is discovered or created in 2025. A groundbreaking way to treat cancer that doesn't involve drugs or chemotherapy And maybe that does not, isn't the holistic treatment that has been popular, although I don't know if it's been effective, but the full on whole foods, no stress meditation, that treatment, which has been around for a while. I don't know the results of that, so does it work? I don't know. In the fifth square, one psychic predicted that shocking details about Princess Diana's death will be uncovered and revealed. Next up, President Trump survives a third attempt. And you know what I mean by attempt. Another one, and he survives again. Okay. Next up on the bingo card, there's a lot of psychics and astrologers have talked about a lot of waves, wave activity, increasingly violent waves in the ocean. And in the next square, we have cruise ship encounters record waves. That could be quite scary being on a cruise ship, and then this gigantic 10-story wave comes. So there's that. We have celebrities further embrace natural aging. The days of the crazy alien-like faces overfilled are ending, and with celebrities like Pamela Anderson embracing her natural face, her naturally aging face, and others as well. Demi Moore, although she may have had some work done, she still looks relatively natural, I would say. And that will be a trend. According to the psychics, in 2025, we will see a lot more celebrities allowing themselves to age gracefully and look older. It's almost like the shame of being an old person is dissipating. Won't that be nice? We had a prediction in the next square. A new species of large sea creature will be discovered. Kind of Loch Ness Monster-esque sounds like, but who knows? Maybe because of climate change and the warming ocean, creatures have to find another way to survive, so they will move closer to the surface and be discovered. That could be interesting. We have a prediction that traditional values 2.0 will be ushered in by Gen Z. Traditional values are being accepted more by younger people because, you know, young generations usually reject what the older generations are doing. But in this case, it will be a new traditional. They won't be as extreme as the older traditional values, with women staying at home necessarily and taking care of the babies and cooking and having dinner ready when the husband gets home. But they will be a return to traditional values that are modernized. Some examples, I can't think of any, but I'm sure I could if I really pressed myself. Okay, next up, Europe develops a revolutionary alternative energy, a energy source that is eco-friendly, doesn't require fossil fuels. And Europe takes a leap forward because they are focusing on this more than America, because America is going back to drill, baby, drill. Instead of moving forward, America is trying to hold on to the past, but time marches on, you know, and other countries are going to move ahead of us. So I wouldn't be surprised if that comes true. Europe develops a revolutionary alternate energy, and the video that spoke about this said it's not just something as simple as windmills or solar panels. It's something more advanced than that. So, I don't know. We had a prediction that Vladimir Putin, will become gravely ill and it will be publicized. Uh, the results of that, I don't know, but there will be a big health scare with Vladimir Putin. Moving past the free space, we have shopping malls making a major comeback. Shopping malls are pretty much dead. There goes James. Those little toenails. Shopping malls, as we know, are kind of dead. Uh, but with a return to more traditional things, people wanting to connect in person, get offline a little bit, you know, online shopping, it's fun and all, but there's nothing like going to the mall on a Saturday and spending the day looking around, trying clothes on, playing with some new gadgets, having a Wetzel pretzel, or some chicken. What is it called? Orange chicken at Panda Express. The vegan orange chicken, by the way, at Panda Express was quite good. I don't think they have it anymore, but it was delicious, I will say. Next up, negative effects of obesity drugs emerge. We haven't really heard a lot about the potential negative side effects of these obesity drugs. But in 2025, according to my sources, we'll start to see some. All right. Next up, an interest in Eastern medicine rises, like everything else, going back to tradition and looking at other ways. We've all seen people are disgruntled with the American healthcare system and wanting to get back to nature and wanting to embrace some of these practices like acupuncture and all of those things, which I'm not sure what they all are, but also herbal remedies, finding healing through food instead of taking some chemicals drug into your system. Healing from the inside out. Okay, here we go. Hollywood struggles, global entertainment surges. I've heard a lot about people getting tired of Hollywood and all the dominance and all the agendas they're pushing, and global entertainment is already making a big impact. French, Korean, other countries as well, making movies and shows. And it's not about big giant budgets. These Hollywood blockbusters are kind of boring, and we're kind of tired of them. Getting back to real storytelling. Real storytelling doesn't need to have multi tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars of budget to tell a story that connects with people. So there's that. I've heard a lot about the US government being exposed for many cover-ups throughout history, things that they've known about, things that they've hidden from us, and all of that coming out. A big year of truth-telling and revelations in 2025. A major European automaker goes bankrupt. And that's not hard to believe. The car industry is being disrupted by electric vehicles, and then we in America don't know which way to go because we've got one president pushing toward electric vehicles and the next president saying, nope, let's go back to gas vehicles. And Other countries don't know what to do either because of us, and so I wouldn't be surprised if some automakers really have trouble at this point. Canada closes the border between America and Canada briefly. That's what the video said. Briefly, in retaliation, or I'm not sure why, but that will be funny if that happens. The border's closed. Nope, it's open again. Okay. New regulations shake up the K-pop industry. Now, this could have to do with the way the idols, the trainees, are treated, the way they are overworked and forced to maintain a certain body type, even if that's not healthy or natural for them. Also, the way that K-pop albums are sold, where one album will have 6 or 7 different versions because each member of the group has their own cover. And so a lot of fans feel like they have to buy multiples if they're true fans. And that is a bit abusive to the fans, as well as um, the things they do that supposedly are abusive to the idols and performers. I like K-pop. I'm not saying anything against K-pop. I'm just saying things might change a little bit. I'm a big fan. I have students in South Korea. I love Korean culture, and this is nothing. I'm not trying to knock it, but just something we're getting for 2025. An extraterrestrial message of peace and protection is met with skepticism, meaning extraterrestrials reach out, communicate with humans on Earth, but quickly, no one knows if it's true or not, which is easy to believe because, we don't know what's true in the news, in the media. There's so much spin and manipulation with the mainstream media. So, okay, if they reach out, we're really not gonna know if it's true or not unless we directly see it with our own eyes. They land in my front yard and they send me those telepathic messages. We are not here to harm you. We want to help you to maintain the earth, because the way you're going is going to destroy the earth. If they land in my front yard and tell me that, I'll be sure to let you know. Next up, avian flu spreads, but is eradicated by the end of the year. The message was, this came from a video, that the avian flu will continue. It has already spread to humans in a couple cases. And it seems like not much is being done about it because they don't want to disrupt the dairy industry. But their lack of taking action will cause it to spread and get to the point where it's dangerous. But swift action will take it out by the end of the year. Okay, and in the next square, we have Trump's approval rating dropping to 25%. I believe his current record for low approval was 29% in 2021. So if things continue to go south and promises are not met in terms of prices, which I think a lot of people voted for Donald Trump because he promised to lower the prices. And now he says, well, I hope to, but it's really hard to do once they're up there. So people that voted for him for lowering prices and the prices actually go up are going to not be happy. So I could see where his approval rating could drop to 25%. In the last square, we have a significant earthquake rocks Los Angeles. Now, like I said before, I'm not hoping for these things to happen, especially this one because I live in Los Angeles, and I don't know if you can see it, but my I already have cracks in my walls and my ceiling, so nice earthquake to shake things up. I don't know if this house, it's not my house, but my rental house, can withstand that. So, but that was a prediction. And the prediction was, which I didn't put on my bingo card, but I think the prediction was February 2025 for that one. So, do you think any of these will come true? Do you think that psychics really can predict or remote view the future? And tell us all this stuff. Uh, remember, in terms of things that are kind of scary, they always say, don't be scared, be prepared, have your plan. If you live in Los Angeles, as I do, make sure you know what you're going to do if there is an earthquake, right? Have your supplies, have your escape plan, what to do, stand in the door frame. Or my house is so small, I know I would want to run outside. Is that the best idea? Probably not, because you could get hit by a pole or something. Have to get my dog, though. We can't leave the dog in the house if I leave. But yeah, anyway, this is just, it's all for fun. This is all for entertainment purposes, as they say as a disclaimer. And we'll see. I'm going to keep track of all this stuff. And if anything on this list happens, I'm going to boop, exit off on my bingo card. And if I get 5 in a row, bingo, I win. Or lose. I lose if there's an earthquake and my house falls down. Even if I get bingo, I still lose. But anyway, that's it, just for fun. Predictions for 2025. If you have any, let me know.